Something good just happened. Maybe you got good news. Maybe things are finally going well. Maybe you're sitting in a quiet moment and nothing is wrong. And instead of feeling relief, you feel nervous. Something in you whispers, "This won't last. Something is about to go wrong. Don't get used to this." And you can't explain it. You have no evidence. Everything is fine, but your body doesn't believe it. This is called hypervigilance, and it is one of the most exhausting ways a human being can live. Your brain is running a constant background scan, checking for threats, sensing danger, looking for the thing that's about to break. Even in safe situations, even in happy moments, even in relationships where you are genuinely loved, the scan never stops. Because somewhere along the way, your nervous system learned a devastating lesson. Calm is temporary. Peace is the silence before something goes wrong. You know what this looks like from the inside. You get good news and immediately think about how it could fall apart. Someone tells you they love you, and part of you quietly starts preparing for when they leave. A good week makes you tense instead of grateful. A few happy months make you more afraid, not less, because this much goodness never lasts. You reread messages, looking for a tone that isn't there. You analyze facial expressions. You prepare for disasters that haven't happened. You rehearse conversations for conflicts that may never come. Not because you are pessimistic, not because you want to suffer, but because your nervous system was trained, very thoroughly, to survive by staying one step ahead of the next crisis. And it is doing exactly what it was trained to do. Where does this come from? It doesn't always come from obvious trauma. Sometimes it comes from something quieter, unpredictability. A parent whose mood shifted without warning. A home where things were calm, and then suddenly, without reason, they weren't. Where love was warm one moment and cold the next. Where you learned, not from a single event, but from 1,000 small ones, that good moments don't stay good. That peace is followed by disruption. That when things get too quiet, something is probably coming. Your nervous system is not broken. It was calibrated to survive an environment where relaxing your guard had real consequences, where staying alert kept you safe, where noticing the early signs of danger gave you time to prepare. The problem is that you are no longer in that environment, but your nervous system never got the message. Here is what is happening in your body. Your amygdala, the brain's alarm system, was shaped by those early unpredictable experiences. It learned that threat can arrive at any moment, without warning, without reason. And so it never fully turns off. It keeps a low, constant level of cortisol, your stress hormone, running through your system at all times, just enough to keep you scanning, just enough to make relaxation feel dangerous, like letting your guard down, like something you will regret. Scientists call this a dysregulated nervous system. You might just call it Tuesday. The cost of living this way is enormous. You are never fully present. There is always a part of your attention somewhere else, scanning the room, the conversation, the future, the faces of people you love, searching for a danger that isn't there. You cannot fully enjoy vacations because you keep waiting for something to go wrong. You cannot fully receive love because you keep waiting for it to be taken back. You cannot sit inside a good moment without your brain calculating how much time it has left. And the cruelest part, the part that nobody warns you about, is that when things genuinely are fine, when you are actually safe, when life is good, that is when the fear gets loudest. Because peace is unfamiliar, and the unfamiliar has always meant danger. Here is what I want you to understand. This response kept you safe. In a world where disruption came without warning, where calm was followed by chaos, your nervous system did the most intelligent thing it could. It stopped trusting calm. It stayed alert. It protected you before you even knew protection was needed. That is not a disorder. That is survival intelligence. The tragedy is not that your brain learned this. The tragedy is that it never learned to unlearn it. That the same mechanism that kept you alive as a child is now preventing you from being present as an adult. And the way forward is not to fight your nervous system. It is to teach it, slowly, through repeated safe experiences, that this time the calm is real. That this time the good thing is allowed to stay. That this time you don't have to prepare for an ending that isn't coming. You are not broken. You are not incapable of joy. You are not too damaged to be happy. You are someone whose brain got extraordinarily good at protecting you and never stopped. And now that you can see it, now that you have a name for that quiet, constant dread, it becomes something you can work with instead of something that silently runs your life. This channel exists to give you the words for what you feel inside, because once you can name it, it loses some of its power over you. Subscribe. New video every week. Welcome to PsychCuts.